Charlie Kirk kind of deserved what was coming for him. I mean, that man, he was defending the Second Amendment. He was so into the freedoms for having guns, and we have seen multiple times over the last decade how awful that is and how that's affected our youth, our kids, and just the school shootings happening. So honestly, he deserved it. That man should have died, and he's dead now, so thank God, honestly. That was divine intervention. Oh yeah.
I think it's very unfortunate that there's a lot of gun violence that is happening. I'm a little upset at the fact that the media is not focusing on the school shooting that happened in Colorado, but is solely fixated on the Kirk situation. But I also think it's a little crazy how the same person who was talking about gun violence isn't an issue just got shot in life.
The recent Charlie Kirk situation is honestly really tragic. I'm personally a Democrat, but even still, I don't think that death is ever the answer in any of these sort of situations. As far as my knowledge goes, he was just there debating with random people who wanted to debate with him. He wasn't forcing anyone to do anything. He wasn't doing anything malicious per se. He was just stating his personal opinions. I may not agree with most of them, but either way, he wasn't doing anything that warranted the response that he got, I think. Very, very tragic for him and his family.
I don't mean to be divisive. I just think that he spent a lot of his career spewing really hateful rhetoric. And I feel like if that's what you're gonna say, then you can't expect empathy back. I mean, inherently a human being died, inherently that's obviously awful, but if a fascist dies, in my opinion, so be it. As blunt as it is to say, I'm Mexican, I'm queer, I'm poor, everything that he's done has affected me directly. I think it's a situation where you kind of reap what you sow. He literally said that, that if people need the Second Amendment, that deaths are gonna have to happen. I mean, you can't say things like that, and then you die of a shooting or whatever, and it happens. So it's sad that a human being died, and I think that's the most positive and respectful thing I can say about the situation.
I personally didn't agree with him on anything he did during his life, but I do, however, believe that nobody deserves to be killed for their opinions. Even though he did do a lot of bad, I don't think killing him in that way was a proper way to go about the situation. However terrible of a person he might have been, it doesn't give you the right to strip a father away.
Well, my opinion is that I don't really think it was a good idea to assassinate someone based on their personal beliefs, because this is America. It's our freedom of free speech, no matter if it's bad speech, hate speech, or something else. It's all up to a person what they want to say, and that's good. Because if we just say one thing and one thing only, we'd just be an echo chamber.
I just think that this is sort of setting a precedent. Hopefully that this kind of action does not continue. I know it's happened in the past, assassination and such, but I just hope that this doesn't become the norm.
Because you're just radicalizing them to know that people on the left will only want people to see their opinions preached. And if anything is not of their own opinion, they just kick them out or assassinate them.
It's scary, it's scary because I'm not trying to glorify political violence or anything like that. I know that, it can lead into a rabbit hole of a lot of bad stuff, to put it lightly, but it's hard for me to say it in a like neutral way, but a bad person died. I think he reaped what he sowed, and I think at least the fascists know that they can also bleed, and that, you know, people on our side of whatever you want to call it also aren't happy.
But aside from that, I don't think we should be celebrating his death in any way if you didn't agree with him. But I also don't think that because of how he was as a person, he should be like honored in any way. We should just see this as a thing that shouldn't happen again, especially for political opinions.
I just think people should be open to everyone's like perspectives and be more kinder to each other. The world's all f***ed up.